Hey everybody, this is Ben, and welcome back to my programming showcase. This is part 2 on my puzzle game Salvager of Nanozin, where I'll show you the level editor and how the level data is stored. I added this part to the game after the class it was for had ended, because I like puzzle games which allow the players to put their own twist on the game using the established mechanics. It allows me to produce levels faster for the main game, and I also just think it's pretty cool. So, let's get into it. Here we have a blank level. There's the mouse cursor and an indicator showing which tile is currently being selected. If I'd escape, we have the main interface for the level editor. And all the objects in the game are here at our disposal in this list. I'm going to pick some walls and lay some down with left click. But I don't like some of these, so I'm going to delete them with right click. Let's get the player in there and his plasma rifle. Let's playtest it, but first we have to name it so the file can be saved and then loaded from. Great. Let's make it so we can actually win the level by placing a fuel cell. Also, I'm going to move the plasma rifle over to the same tile as the player and he will automatically pick it up. Back in the level editor, we can change the name of the level, we can playtest, and we can adjust the dimensions of the level. So I'm going to go ahead and double the width and height. Now we can move along the screen with WASD, or we can use the mouse cursor at the edge of the screen. Now I don't quite like the positioning of these objects, so I'm going to shift them over to the right a bit. No, maybe it was a bit too far, so I'm going to put a -2. And we'll shift them down. We can also load a different level, or make sure this one is saved. Now I'll show you the selection tool, which allows you to edit values on certain objects. For instance, with the player, I can left click to swap their facing position at the start of the level, and right click to change how much ammo they start with. With a supply depot, I can change how much ammo it gives you. With a toggler, I can set it on or off by default, and also how fast it pulses. I'm going to set it to 2 seconds. I can rotate a plasma lancer and also set its cooldown to 10 seconds, for instance. And you can rotate a mirror. Finally, if the selection tool is not on top of an object, you can change the background. There are 2 folders for levels in the project, one for the main game and another for user custom levels. I'm about to show that you can load those main levels into the editor. So here we have level 1, but we have to rename the level so it's not in conflict with the actual level 1. So now we're free to do whatever we want to it. Let's say we add in the plasma rifle in at the very start of the game. We can play it, do whatever we want, and save it for later. Now, on the screen if you have annotations turned on, you'll see the raw data for level 3 custom. It's a readable text file, so I could use text editors as level editors before I made my own. At the top you can see the width and height of the level, as well as the choice of background defined. Then there's the huge block of data below, which represents each tile lined up like it will be in the level. It's like the Matrix, you get used to it. I don't even see the code. All I see is ice, hard wall, pressure plate. Then you have player data, such as their starting rotation, whether they begin by holding the rifle, and starting ammo count. Last is the object specifications, which set the starting values of the objects you use the selection tool on. You can see there are 4 values for mirror rotations because there are 4 mirrors in the level. The level file is read as a human would, left to right, then down to the next row, so the first mirror it adds to the level gets that first value. And that would be this one right here, and it has a value of 0 facing to the right. This one has a value of 2 because the values go 0, 1, 2, and 3. So this is how I used to edit levels. I'd play in the main game, pause, go make some changes to the text file of the level.
Okay.
And then restart. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed learning about my game Salvager of Nanozin. It was my first project I invested a lot of time into, having no one in mind to please but myself. Subscribe if you'd like to see more of my work. Either way, have a great day.